I've always been drawn to the edges of things, places where maps blur, where stories take root in the dark. Deering Wood, on the outskirts of Pluckley, England's most haunted village, is one of those places. The tales of its screams, its ghostly travelers, its air thick with something unnatural, have hummed in my ears for years. I'm no stranger to wild trails. I've hiked the Rockies, the Alps, the deserts of Nevada. But this forest, with its whispered warnings and Guinness-certified hauntings, feels different. My backpack is light, water, a map, a flashlight, and my phone, camera primed to capture every step. I'm not here to believe. I'm here to prove it's all just stories. The path into Deering Wood is barely a suggestion. A faint ribbon of dirt winding through oaks that twist like old bones. The air smells of wet moss and something sharper, like the memory of decay. It's mid-afternoon, June's sun still high, but the canopy above filters it into a dim, greenish haze. My boots crunch softly, the sound too loud in the stillness. No birds, no wind, just a quiet that feels like it's waiting. I shake my head, smirking. Overactive imagination, I mutter, my voice oddly flat, as if the trees are swallowing it. I start recording, my phone screen bright against the gloom, capturing the swaying branches and my own steady breaths. The trail twists deeper, and I check my map, a crinkled sheet I bought in Pluckley's pub. The locals there had eyed me, their warnings veiled in half-smiles, "Don't stay after dark." I'd laughed it off, but now, as the path narrows, their words linger. My compass needle twitches, refusing to settle. I frown, tapping it. Magnetic interference, I tell myself, but my fingers linger on the phone, its battery still at 98%. I keep moving, the forest pressing closer, the air growing heavier, like a storm's about to break. But the sky, glimpsed through gaps in the leaves, is clear. A sound stops me, a low, distant hum, like static from a radio left on in another room. I tilt my head, listening, but it's gone. Just the silence again, thicker now, wrapping around me. I shake it off, focusing on the path, but my eyes keep darting to the shadows between the trees. They seem to shift, not quite right, like shapes half-formed and then gone. I pause to check my footage, scrolling through the last few minutes. My breath catches. There, in the corner of the frame, is a silhouette, tall, cloaked, standing behind a tree. I didn't see it when I was walking. I spin around, heart kicking, flashlight beam slicing the dusk. Nothing. Just bark and mist. I rewind, zoom in. The figure's gone. The frame empty. Glitch, I whisper, but my mouth is dry, the temperature drops, sudden and sharp. My breath clouds in front of me, impossible for June. I zip up my jacket, telling myself it's just a weather quirk, but my skin prickles. The hum returns, louder now, weaving into murmurs, words I can't make out, like a crowd whispering just out of reach. I switch my phone to audio mode, hoping to catch it, but the screen flickers, pixels dancing like static. Then it dies. I tap it, press the power button, nothing. It was fully charged. My pulse quickens, and I shove it in my pocket, gripping my flashlight instead. Keep moving, I mutter, forcing my legs forward. The path doesn't feel right anymore. It loops in ways the map doesn't show, doubling back on itself. I stop, checking my bearings, but the trees seem to lean in, their branches clawing at the sky. The murmurs grow, and now I hear it, my name, Emily, soft and clear, in my own voice. It's not coming from me. It's behind me, or maybe all around, carried on the air like a breeze. I whip around, flashlight shaking, but there's nothing, just the endless dark of the woods. My chest tightens, and I walk faster, the ground uneven, roots snagging my boots like fingers. Footsteps start, slow and deliberate, matching my pace. I stop, and they stop. I move, and they follow. My flashlight flickers, its beam weak, and in one stuttering flash, I see it, a figure, cloaked, its face hidden in shadow, standing just off the path. I freeze, my scream caught in my throat. The light steadies, and it's gone, the spot empty. My heart's pounding so hard I feel it in my ears. It's not real, I say aloud, but my voice cracks. The footsteps resume, closer now, crunching just behind me. I don't look back. I can't. I break into a run, branches tearing at my face, my backpack snagging on thorns that seem to sprout from nowhere. The footsteps keep pace, never closer. Never farther, a shadow tethered to me. The air grows heavier, pressing on my lungs, and the murmurs become a chorus, my name repeated in a dozen warped versions of my voice. My flashlight dies, plunging me into darkness, but I keep running, guided only by the faint glow of the path. It ends abruptly, spitting me into a clearing I don't recognize. A single yew tree dominates the center, its branches twisted into shapes that look too human, too deliberate, like arms reaching, frozen mid-motion. A faint, sickly light pulses from its trunk, unnatural, wrong. I step closer, drawn despite the fear clawing my gut, and see carvings in the bark, names, dozens of them, etched deep, some weathered, some fresh. My fingers tremble as I trace the newest one, Emily Harper. It's my handwriting, down to the loop of the Y. My knees buckle, and I stumble back, a laugh bubbling up, not mine, but hers, mine, ours, echoing from the edge of the clearing. I turn, and there she is. She wears my face, my hazel eyes, my freckles, my crooked smile, but it's wrong, stretched too tight, like a mask about to split. Her mouth moves, mimicking the scream I never let out, but the sound is layered, woven with other voices, other screams, a chorus of the lost. I back away, tripping over roots that rise to meet me, and she steps forward, her movements a twisted mirror of mine. The air chokes me, thick with the weight of her presence, and I realize she's not just in the clearing, she's in the trees, the mist, the ground beneath my feet. I run again, blind, the woods a blur of shadow and clawing branches. Her laughter follows, my laughter, sharp and endless, burrowing into my skull. The trees part at last, and I stumble onto a road, gravel biting my palms as I fall. Headlights blind me, a car screeching to a stop. The driver, an old man with deep-lined eyes, stares at me like I'm a ghost. "You came from the woods?" he asks, voice barely above a whisper. I nod, gasping, and crawl into the back seat. He drives, silent, but his eyes keep flicking to the rearview mirror. "You saw it," he says finally, not a question. "The thing that wears you." I can't speak, can only nod, my hands shaking. "It doesn't let go," he says, and the words settle like stones in my chest. In Pluckley, I find a room at a creaking inn, its walls paper thin, its air stale. My phone still dead, my flashlight useless. I avoid the mirror above the sink, afraid of what I'll see. The locals whisper as I pass, their eyes heavy with pity, like they know something I don't. That night, I lie awake, the darkness pressing against my skin. Then I hear it, my name, whispered from the shadows of the room, soft and familiar. I don't look. I don't need to. She's there, waiting, her laughter a quiet hum that never stops. When I board the train out of Pluckley, the weight of the woods clings to me, heavy as fog. I catch my reflection in the window, my face, but not mine. The smile is too wide, the eyes too dark, glinting with something that isn't me. I close my eyes, but the whispers follow, my own voice calling me back to Deering Wood, where she walks, wearing my face, waiting for me to return.